apologize, I can't make out the first name, but it's Mr. or Ms. Bird. Mr., welcome.
Hi, I'm actually the opposite of a poet. I'm a newspaper reporter, and I kind of periodically annoy my editors by submitting more articles.
What newspaper?
The Metro West News in Framingham, and submit more things about Jack Kerouac than they feel the public can bear. This was a column I wrote last March on the occasion of Jack Kerouac's 90th birthday. Jack Kerouac contributed to his dubious status as a so-called cultural icon by dying before growing old. It's hard to imagine the lyrical man-child from Lowell, whose 1957 novel On the Road sent generations of seekers after kicks and satori on Americans' highways, would have turned 90 today. If he had lived, Kerouac wouldn't have been keeping company with contemporaries like Helen Gurley Brown, George McGovern, and Betty White, all 90 this year. Rebels don't age gracefully. They get angry, irrelevant, and then boring, except for Keith Richards. And doomed pilgrims like Jack aren't the granddads you want playing chutes and ladders with your impressionable kids. Kerouac would never have turned into a cuddly senior citizen like George Foreman, marketing his geniality to the public, hungry for tame celebrities. How could he? And on the road, his thrill-crazed doppelganger, Sal Paradise, proclaimed, "The only people for me are the ones who are mad to live, mad to talk, mad to be saved, who never yawn or say a commonplace thing, but burn, fabulous yellow Roman candles exploding like spiders across the stars." And everyone goes, "Ah." No, Jack was never a candidate for art. His abbreviated shelf life was a big part of his appeal. Americans have a love-hate relationship with the cautionary tales of heroes who flame out early. We envy their fearlessness, wild times, and hot sex. And we feel superior when they flop face first in the mud. Then come the biopics, reissued books, CDs, and T-shirts. Like the legion of doomed icons from James Dean to Sylvia Plath and more recently Amy Winehouse, Kerouac was consumed by his own incandescence. It's a shame that story of his sad decline has obscured the clarity and energy and poetic prose he wrote when young, capturing the very American zest for freedom and movement at a time it was fading away. Embittered and reclusive, Kerouac died in 1967 at 47 from alcoholism while living with his mother and third wife in a tacky bungalow in St. Petersburg, Florida. A sorry shadow of the once handsome athlete author whose gravestone reads, "He honored life." Jack Kerouac did just that in honest, soaring words that memorialize joyful adventures with buddies, digging jazz, joyriding through the American night, and exploring the mysteries of Tangiers in Mexico City and still seductive novels. The faithful will travel to his grave in Edson Cemetery and celebrate his birthday by leaving jugs of wine, joints, and road maps on the headstone. It's hard to imagine what the man who wrote, "It always makes me proud to love the world," and the Dama Bums would think about those gestures. So happy birthday, Jack. Those who still care about you should be happy you never grew up.